Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Taika Waititi reportedly out as the director of Thor 5. They're going to make a Thor 5.
Did you know why?
That? I don't know. We're going to talk about Thor, the future of Thor, Taika Waititi, and why this is probably a good thing for those of you who care. Because Thor 4 was not critically well received. I didn't even watch it yet. It's on Disney Plus.
I watched all the Thor movies and I didn't watch it.
I think it's on Disney Plus now. I don't care.
I think so. I watched the second one even, and I won't watch this one.
Yeah, the second one was terrible, but I have zero desire to watch this movie. And we're going to talk about this rumor. Again, it's a rumor going around, but it comes from a source that supposedly has been accurate in the past. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Rian Johnson holding out hope that he gets to do his Star Wars trilogy. Someday, his spaceship will come in.
That's right. I think he already had a spaceship and he sunk it.
Spaceship! All right, so before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 275,000 subs.
Woo!
Woohoo! That was a...
No, I'm sorry. You said about spaceship. All I could think of is that the smoochie with the rocket ship, and that's Rian Johnson's Star Wars. And
it's a rocket ship. I was trying to do the Lego guy.
I don't know.
Because the Lego movie, the spaceship guy, because they brought the, and I put it on Twitter, they brought the classic 80s Lego spaceship set back, and it came with the little astronaut
all
dude.
I kept thinking of was, rocket ship, and that's about right for what Last Jedi was. Anyway.
A big schlong dingy dong dong.
Okay, let's continue.
Anyway, if you want to support us further, check out Crimson Run Volume 1, funding now on Indiegogo. 23 days left to go.
There are no schlong dingy dongs in this book.
No, this is a PG book. Yes, so if you like fantasy and you like magic and you like just solid 80s style storytelling, check out Crimson Wren, written by Geeky. And I helped her
Hope
with
you
the
aren't
script.
Promising this, because they'll be like, you said
it was the best comic book ever, and I got it, and it was only the second best comic book ever.
I'm like, don't ever sell it.
What the heck? Anyway, check it out. You can click the link in the comments section. It would help us out a bunch, help us make more projects, independent projects. No, we're not working with Disney anymore, so neither is...
They passed on those projects.
They did. That's
too bad for them. They would have ruined it anyway.
They could have had all of this. Anyway, why would they want the MCU when they could have us?
That's right.
Anyway, let's talk about this. Thor Love and Thunder 4 was a box office disappointment.
Yeah.
By box office disappointment, it suffered a massive drop. It was not critically well received. It was not well received by audiences. And it did pass 700 million at the global box office, but still came in 6th place for the year, which is, for an MCU movie, not great.
Yeah, it's like, apples to apples. If anybody else would be like, that's amazing, but for MCU...
For the MCU, it's like...
Not so much.
Meh. And it did fall off a cliff. I mean, the second week, it had a massive drop, and just people are over it. I think they're over a lot of these movies. I mean, so far... Doctor Strange did pretty good. But even that, the word of mouth afterwards was not great. Mm-hmm. We did a video earlier today talking about She-Hulk that seems like audiences are kind of checking out. And I'm sorry, it's not just us. It's not just YouTube. Go out and check a lot of the articles being written by a lot of the friendly media. And they're saying the same thing, that it's not good. The MCU is not where it was 3 or 4 years ago. Anyway, that being said, the rumor is Taika Waititi is out as the director of Thor 5. I didn't even know they were doing a Thor 5. Actually comes from Giant Freaking Robot. And now they've dunked on our site before, but to be fair, they actually have been right multiple times with rumors. So when they're saying that it's one of their trusted sources, this source has been correct. I tend to believe it. And supposedly the reason he's noping out is they want to go in a different direction. They want
to make money.
They want to make money. He's saying he's like creatively, he's like, I don't know where to go with it. This is the takeaway from it. Waititi feels he cannot pull out the same bag of tricks for Thor 5, talking about the comedic element of Thor. Honestly, it's very understandable. He would not even want to go back to the same Asgard well another time after breaking through the mainstream in a big way with the third Thor movie. He won an Academy Award and for Jojo Rabbit and blah, blah, blah. And he was in The Mandalorian where didn't he punch Baby Yoda? Was that him?
No, I don't think that was him, was it?
That was the episode where they punched Baby Yoda in the head repeatedly.
Yeah, that wasn't him, I don't think.
I don't know. Was it him? That'd be funny if it was. Like, I'm going to punch this little bastard.
No, I don't think it was him.
Anyway, hopefully he doesn't get to do Akira. I think that one's table too. But apparently he's still moving forward with Star Wars. So he's just moving on to bigger, better things to yuck it up with. And
speaking of Star Wars.
Speaking of Star Wars, so anyway, his version of the story is he's choosing to leave.
Yeah, you can't fire me. I
Creative
quit.
differences.
Yeah, it might have been, but I don't think he was going to be called. Basically, he probably wasn't getting called back, and he's just like, I'll preemptively say it was my choice.
Yeah, one of the worst drops in MCU history. Again, this is not coming from some alt-right rag. It's coming from a respected member of the media. So Rian Johnson's still pining for his trilogy. And here's the thing. Like, people keep saying, Kathleen Kennedy's going to get fired any day now. Kathleen Kennedy's got one foot out the door. Well, she's had one foot out the door for like 5 years now.
Right. We've been telling you that she's going to go when she's ready to go.
Yeah. So, she's not going anywhere until she wants to go. And when she goes, they're going to freaking throw her a ticker tape parade and they'll probably make her...
If they did get rid of her, it'd be spin it as it was her choice because she wants to retire and everything else.
She wants to retire. She's going to pass the reins on to some other idiot that's going to make the same stupid creative decisions. You know, who knows? Or they could, be smart and put Jon Favreau in charge. But I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, supposedly Rian Johnson thinks his trilogy's still a go. He had an interview with Empire. He revealed that the project is still in the works, but it's currently on the back burner. I've stayed close to Kathleen, and we get together often and talk about it.
Oh, God.
It's just that at this point, it's a matter of schedule and when it can happen. It would break my heart if I were finished, if I couldn't get back in that sandbox at some point in time.
Yeah, don't let him in the sandbox. You know how when a cat gets in the sandbox and pisses in it and ruins it? That would be Rian Johnson in the Star Wars sandbox.
I hate sand.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's coarse.
It's coarse and irritating.
Much like Rian Johnson.
Hey, look, it's R2. Look.
Kinda, yeah.
Anyway, so, he's holding out hope. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if on some level, Disney isn't going to take a step back and be like, you know what, we got to refocus Star Wars. I don't think they're going to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, but they're like, yep, you know what, maybe we got to refocus Star Wars. Maybe we got to refocus Marvel a little bit.
They're not going to. They're just going to keep cranking. They want to. Right now, it's about quantity, not quality.
Oh,
they're just going to keep cranking the shit out. They're going to. It's like the episode of SpongeBob where they had the jellyfish and they were squeezing them to make the jelly and they were like all dried out and like barely functioning. They're doing that to Star Wars and Marvel.
If you squeeze out too much jelly, you'll get all dried out and you'll barely function.
Would you stop?
I'm talking about jellyfish. I don't know what you're talking about, but I am absolutely talking about jellyfish. Sometimes you gotta save just a little jelly for yourself. That's in case you're hungry.
That's what is wrong with you.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up. I think really not much. Everybody was like shocked that he's supposedly not coming back. I'm like, why would Disney bring him back? Like, again, I haven't watched.
I already did two of them. Why is it somebody else's turn?
Yeah, I don't really care. Why would Chris Hemsworth put himself through that again?
But I don't know.
I don't really care.
What are they going to show next time? They showed his ass in this one. He's probably like, oh no, if I have to bring it up a notch, what am I going to show next time?
His jelly. That's going to be on Disney Plus. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. There you go, guys. Taika Waititi. Stay away from Akira, please. For the love of God, stay away from Akira. Stay away from Star Wars. Not that I care anymore. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. Please subscribe. More pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.